Quantum immortality. Imagine for a moment that every decision you make, every coin flip, every heartbeat, splits reality in two. In one universe, the coin lands heads, in another, tails. This is the core of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which suggests that all possible outcomes of every event actually occur, each in its own branching world. Now take that mind-bending idea and apply it to the ultimate boundary, death itself. The theory of quantum immortality begins with a thought experiment. Suppose there's a situation where survival is left to chance, a deadly experiment triggered by a random quantum event. In most universes, the unlucky outcome occurs and consciousness ends. But in at least one universe, the observer always survives. From their perspective, they never die. To everyone else, they're gone. But to the self, the conscious I, experience simply continues in the branch where survival happens, indefinitely. If consciousness is bound to perception, and perception can only exist where one remains alive, then perhaps each of us is destined to only ever experience realities where we keep existing. Death still occurs in other branches, but our awareness skips over them, leaping unknowingly into timelines where the heart keeps beating, no matter how improbable the odds. Of course, this raises haunting questions. If one truly never experiences death, does that mean we drift through endless universes, growing older, weaker, yet somehow persisting beyond reason? Could near-death experiences or miraculous survivals be glimpses of these crossings, moments when consciousness clings to the branch where it endures? Physicists argue that the theory stretches quantum mechanics beyond its intent. Philosophers warn it collapses under its own logic. Still, it captivates the imagination because it blurs the line between science and eternity. It replaces the cold finality of death with something stranger, a quantum maze where awareness itself refuses to vanish. In the end, quantum immortality is less about escaping death and more about confronting the mystery of being. If infinite worlds exist, perhaps every ending is only a doorway, every silence another beginning. And somewhere, in the endless lattice of possible realities, you are still alive, listening to these words, wondering which version of you survived to hear them.